Welcome back, everybody, to the adventures of the Stratava. Everybody give me a whoop whoop. Let's play some fucking D&D.
Let's
Alright.
just get the bad rolls out of the way. Oh no, that was a good roll.
Oh no, you just wasted it.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Oh man. Alright,
I feel like I
So-
just sat down at the slots and like put in a little bit of money because I'm waiting for like that feeling like it's gonna hit, but then it hit
Gonna
the
get
first
the
one.
bad rolls and then you get the free spins on the 1 cent bet.
Oh god.
Did you specifically pick Holy Diver, or is that just sort of a coincidence that we're like?
I saw Holy Diver and I was like, yeah, that works.
Okay.
Saw an opportunity and went for it.
Yes.
So, as last we left off, you guys were down in the bottom of the sea. You you escorted Volrid to the ship, the Swell Crusher, and picked up a stone, teleported out of there. Or no, you traveled out of there. You got a Kraken. You teleported back to the ship, and realized you left Volrid.
We did indeed.
He's
We forgot about Florid.
Everybody forgot.
Everybody.
Every
You're
single
like-
person.
How do we communicate with the god Umberly? Well, let's just send her a sending and see if that works.
Do you
And-
be mad if we reach out to her without him here? Like,
Nah.
no?
We already left him. How much more could it get?
Shh, the DM's listening.
You left one of my followers in the middle of nowhere?
Shit!
She might not know.
We'll go get him.
Like, just because they're a deity or like a god kind of thing doesn't mean they know everything.
It's true, just true.
Hmm.
So, let's see, what did I wrote down something. Oh. I think I deleted something kind of important.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. So,
Wait, why am I out of the game?
Where did all our character sheets go?
Yes, my wish.
I mean, I said something important. So if I had
Oh,
Deleted
no.
list.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh.
Wow.
See if you notice me. Good luck teleporting.
sorry. You sent that sending, and a moment later, a giant skull-shaped rock formation pushes itself to the surface of the ocean floor and opens up, taking a subtle breath out and then sucking all of you in toward its mouth. Let's change the mood music here a little bit. This is creepy. I'm hearing myself on repeat.
Oh, my bad. 1 sec. Sorry.
And you kind of get pulled through down this tunnel and around curves, and it makes a couple quick curves before you start to kind of settle out, and it is dark. Of course, it's been dark. You're on the bottom of the ocean. And this tunnel's about maybe 40 feet wide. It's got this weird texturing to it all the way down. And you start to give it a better look. Galavar probably notices immediately due to his astronomical perception. This entire cave system, this entire tunnel seems to be lined with what looks like humanoid bodies. arms, legs poking out from place to place, faces. The water in here is thick. And the smell, very iron-like smell, starts to seep in through the bubbles that you're breathing through. And it's warm.
Are we still breathing through bubbles? Aren't we doing fins?
Oh no, we're doing
now?
gills.
Yeah.
You're doing gills.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
This is
we've
listed.
upgraded to gills.
And we've got
That's
the gills
right.
now.
So you are breathing this stuff, and you're tasting it, and it's in your mouth, and it tastes like copper.
Mm.
I
And
could bit my tongue.
it's thick. Like when you take breaths in, it's taking like a little bit more,
Like when it's super foggy outside and like
Yeah.
you just literally
Labored
breathe. It's
breaths.
so thick.
or super humid. And you hear this feminine and somewhat sinister sounding voice echoing from down the tunnel, and the water carries the sound. It says, "Come, if you seek an audience, if you think you're brave enough."
From this far, let's go.
Yes.
So you guys continue down the hall
Yeah.
or down the
Yep.
tunnel, and you're swimming basically down at like a 45, and every once in a while the tunnel kind of curves and continues down. The water at times seems to be flowing with you slightly, and then it kind of flows back as you're kind of fighting the current a little bit. And at one point it turns and it's basically heading straight down, which is, it's still kind of a weird feeling just swimming straight down. And then the current starts to pick up, and it starts to pick up and pick up and pick up, and you realize that this tunnel seems to be almost draining, and you're almost in a free fall.
We're going down the toilet.
And as you feel like you're basically in a complete free fall, you see the floor coming up at you
Uh-oh.
as your Galavar notices it slightly before everybody else, because Galavar's dark vision is 120 feet.
Yes.
Everybody else's is 60. Or
Toilet bowl spinning clockwise or counterclockwise?
it's doing something even weirder. It's just going straight down.
No.
Like
No.
like somebody just turned a bucket of water over.
Oh, okay.
And the ground comes up at you, and you hit it. And
Featherfall?
sure, if you want to cast Featherfall,
Just to see if it works.
sure. And you, what's it look like when you do Featherfall? What do you do?
So in this context, if we're in the water, I would like, I guess.
Well, as you're dropping and starting to free fall, you are seeing bubbles of water and air as it seems to be dumping you out into a space that is not full of water, and for some reason the water above you is not coming with you.
She's a god. She's magic.
I would like it to where some of the water that's like below us like forms into like a cushion.
Nice.
Stops us from falling so fast.
So yeah, several like waves of water. As the water is falling below you, it hits, and then it kind of just comes up, and it like catches you and slows your descent as you, for that last second or so, are cushioned, and you still feel like the G's from like slowing down so fast, but you land like, maybe both feet in a crouch position or a foot in a knee, and the first thing you notice, because it's hard to miss when you're rushing at it at accelerating at a high speed, is that you land on a platform that appears to be made out of people as well, just like it was in the tunnel. Only now that you're standing on top of them, you realize they make faces, they grit, they wince when you step on them. They plead and with frightened eyes looking at you, their mouths gasping for air or something.
Well, that's creepy.
I don't like this place.
History check. What do I know about the faces?
This
I know nothing.
has freaked you out. You're like, I don't. The thought comes to your mind that like maybe I've seen this before somewhere, but that's where it ends. Like nothing comes to mind because everything around you is such a shock at this point.
I believe I got a crit fail and a crit.
At some point, when the initial shock wears off, you look up at your surroundings. The whole area of this room, you're in like a circular, probably 100-foot radius room, dimly lit by these fixtures on the walls that look like skeletal anglerfish with sickly green glowing lures. A beautiful painted mural covers the walls and the ceiling, depicting scenes from storms, capsizing ships, and sailors drowning out at sea. Statues, pleading for mercy and bowing in reverence, face the majestic yet macabre golden skull-themed throne on which Umberlee sits, fuming with anger. Her skin corpse-like and tattered. Her body is not covered with clothes, but a variety of sea life, such as barnacles, eels, suckerfish. Her hair is continuously dripping wet, and she glares at you with cloudy eyes, tapping long, yellowed fingernails.
I look at Manasa.
We brought you a kraken.
Yeah,
Nice
me would have
and
just like
pure.
kind of cleared his throat and shoved Manasa forward, like.
Which I shoved the kraken forward.
Yeah, you try to. You go to push on this kraken, and it's huge. You know, it's
Yeah. Maybe I just pat the kraken.
you go to push it, and then you realize that you can't move it, so you're
You
just like
kind of pat it. Yeah.
right here. The kraken's tentacles kind of curl, and its mouth kind of opens and closes with its sharp, pointy teeth.
I wanted to sincerely apologize for our last interaction. I realized I was out of line. And I wanted to try to make it up to you by getting you a new kraken.
She takes a deep breath, angrily sitting forward. She leans forward. Now, her form, she's a little bit at a distance. You can see the entire room, so you can see her fairly well. But she leans forward, and you're sitting on a platform that's about 20 feet in diameter, or a 20-foot radius platform, and it is surrounded by essentially like a 15-foot wide moat. And then on the other side of that is her throne, all the murals and the statues and stuff like that. And she reaches down from her place like 60, 70 feet away from you. And something happens in your brain that you can't quite understand, as if by a trick of forced perspective, as if it was some like performance by a street magician. She seems to grow larger. She looks the same, but she seems to grow larger without becoming any larger. And as confusing as it is to witness and comprehend is suddenly made more intense as her hand reaches and plucks the Kraken off the platform that you're standing on. She leans back and brings it back up closer to her face. The Kraken now appearing to be the size of a golf ball.
I'm just doing everything I can to try not to show any reactions. Like inside, I'm terrified, but I'm doing my best to not like flinch when she gets there because I'm standing right next to the Kraken. I was just touching it. So like when her hand gets there, I'm just kind of like trying not to move. So probably look kind of frozen.
Make a wisdom save. We'll see how well you keep your composure. You look very stoic. You are someone who is used to just sitting in nature and taking it all in. This Kraken sitting there in her hands is wrapping its tentacles around one of her fingers as she brings it up to her face for inspection. She shrugs nonchalantly, pops it into her mouth, chews a few times, and swallows. She looks at you. Her mood suddenly shifts. She kind of slumps back down in her chair and crosses her arms, and her head kind of droops, and she says, "You poor creatures. What madness afflicts you that has brought you to me?"
His name is Black Razor. He is madness itself. He has already killed Deep Seychelles, and he will not hesitate to kill all the gods until he is the only god. He is a new god, created from a weapon called the Black Razor.
Yes, I am aware.
We are trying to get a group together to defeat and destroy Black Razor, and we were hoping that you would help us defeat him.
Do you know how dreadfully boring it is to be a god? All of this power, sinking whole vessels from anywhere in the world, a mere trifle. Watch. She kind of does like a hand motion, looking kind of solemnly at it, and then does one of these motions. 38 souls now drowning at sea. It takes another being of my equal to entertain me. I can only sink so many ships before I lose my mind. That cocky fool went and got themselves ripped to pieces. Without Deep Seychelles around to challenge me, things are so dull. And it's all your fault.
Would Black Razor not be a challenge?
That
Black Razor was able to kill Deep Seychelles, which would make him even more of a challenge than Deep Seychelles, would it not?
Deep Seychelles was cocky. They underestimated it, but that doesn't mean it's some all-powerful being that what's real me is having trouble coming up with a word.
Invincible?
No, not even close. It's that thing is no god. It's an imitation.
Aren't all gods
A false idol.
imitations to start? Wasn't it not so long ago that all the gods were destroyed and all new gods created?
You know your history.
Do. I was alive for it. It is my history,
Hmm.
my life.
Elves.
Gods are created and destroyed. They have been many times in my life. And this
Deep
is no different. He is a new god, but he is a god.
Deep Seychelles was not destroyed.
That does my heart good, and should make you happy as well if you like the competition that Deep Seychelles provides you. Is there a way that we can revive Deep Seychelles or get him back?
You know, you, Stratava, disgust me. As the lizard only thinks with his sword, sticking it where it doesn't belong, unwittingly unleashing destruction upon the world. The elf, who only preoccupies his time with the most superficial of pastimes. The archer, who has failed both parents, as he could not protect his mother, and will never live up to the brilliance of his father. The Knoll. Perhaps I find you the most revolting. Your amazing strength being born of such an evil that I highly respect. And what do you do with it? Kindness? A love for animals? Ugh. And the enchanter. You're not half bad. You're not as smart as you think you are. But I like where your head is at.
I kind of give him a side eye, like, I don't know that I like that that Umberly is liking you.
Your actions have taken something from me. And you're going to help me get it back.
But we gave you a kraken.
I could care less about the sushi.
Are you referring to Deep Seychelles?
Yes.
Then what do we need to do?
This is going to be so sweet. You're going to get revenge on Black Razor. You're going to see Deep Seychelles' return, and when they realize they were only freed because of my intervention, commanding their followers, sending them on a quest that will be a sweet victory. Let me tell you something. The blade is no god. It's merely an imitation. If you wear the abomination down, rip the sword from it, the power granted to it by insane minds will collapse.
So we just need to take the sword from the boat. I say just, but that will not be an easy task.
Surely, if you get the upper hand, it will attempt to flee back to its original home, the plane of shadows. Beware of finding yourselves there. It is not a hospitable place for mortals. And while it is on the plane of shadows, Black Razor will quickly regain its strength. Should you find yourselves brave enough to chase after it, it will also be vulnerable. For only on the plane that forged it from wisps of shadow can Black Razor be easily destroyed.
How? How?
Hit it with something big and hard enough. It's like
We
you
will
any.
hit it with everything we've got.
Meat's just eyeballing Oracle's hammer.
That's big. That's heavy.
That should do it.
So we have to just survive another engagement with Black Razor.
And we have to actually get close enough to Black Razor to wrest the sword from the boat.
Hope I didn't have to touch that thing again.
Should be easy for you. You are mighty adventurers, are you not?
We try to be.
We may be strong, but we're aware of our weaknesses.
Don't always go our way. Keep moving forward anyway. The only way we know how.
Admirable. Suddenly looks kind of her eyes kind of drop off to the side and becomes lost in thought. She waves her hand and does a motion, and as she brings her hands apart, she presents a really wicked looking dagger. The curved, Chris-like blade. The adornments on the hilt and the cross guard are like waves that are the cross guard is like two waves that are parting away from each other.
Now, Umberly is not known for being good. Obviously, everything she's saying here supports that. So, do we believe her? Is this actually what we need to do? Or is she trying to lead us into a trap?
Make an insight check.
Meat's more insightful than I am.
Meat's just looking at all this from like a literal standpoint rather than hearing all the flowery language.
Yeah.
Our girl's too pissed off about being told that he's too good. Yell at me for caring about animals.
Our girl can't.
He's like, "Fuck you!" and just like goes away into a corner about
like crying in the corner of the platform.
Animals are good, damn it!
Looks like our girl can't take a backhanded compliment.
She looks very morose as she stares at this dagger laying in her hands. Her eyes flash with an anger. She grabs it and she just chucks it at you guys. And the dagger lands, sticking into the floor, sticking into some poor humanoid.
Oh shit, that's right.
In front of you. She says, "A little parting gift. Should you find yourselves losing, one of you can spare yourself the pain of life and plunge it into your own beating heart. You will be blessed with an undead existence. And you will also become a beacon for lesser undead, who will be summoned to you under your command. Use it wisely."
Meat just kind of like pokes at one of the like people making up the platform with his foot, and she's like, "Are these your beacons too?"
No, that's flooring material.
Understood. Carry on.
I reach my hand out for the dagger. Reluctantly.
Takes you a little bit of like it's stuck in there pretty good. Takes you a little bit of tugging at it to get it free.
Okay.
But you do.
Does the flooring material react at all?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
just got-
doesn't look happy.
Hmm.
Says, "Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Could you transport us back to Volrid? We need to pick him up and take him back to town.
He'll find his own way.
He is a devoted follower of yours.
And now we will test his mettle.
Okay.
He's made out of
Why
flesh.
is it that he didn't get transported with you?
He was not with us when we encountered the Kraken.
Why was that?
Oh
Thought
man,
he
this-
would be better as a scout.
He was cowering, hiding, was he not?
He was inside a rock.
Yes. He can think about it on his way home. Now, I think it is time for you to go. Unless you want to spend the rest of eternity here. And she puts up her hands, and the water around you erupts, flooding the chamber within seconds as you find yourself caught in the current. You are ejected upward, back from where you were dropped. You tumble disoriented through the dark for what it seems like minutes before suddenly coming to an abrupt stop as quickly as it started. And there you are. You float together, glancing around near the ocean floor in silence. The entrance of the cave nowhere to be seen.
well, she seemed nice.
That's the
I have to disagree.
most inaccurate statement I've ever heard.
I mean, when you look past all of the bad stuff,
Then you
think
get to
everyone
nothing.
seems-
There's-
Yeah. There's nothing but bad stuff. She ate Mr. Kraken. I mean,
well, she has good taste.
kind of sad though. We let him to his death. I thought he was gonna be a pet.
Well, at least she didn't eat one of us.
That is true.
Yeah, it could have been one of us in the mouth instead of the Kraken.
That older sibling is probably not going to be happy with us.
I wonder if Wilfred will even be able to get out of the rock. If once he leaves the rock, the older sibling is probably gonna be right there.
He'll be fine.
That's a him problem.
Yeah.
Didn't seem too concerned about him, but she's kind of mean.
Yeah, like I said, she's got good taste.
Wave
So,
speaks up, says, well, that was exciting. Getting to meet one of the ocean gods?
It was something, all right. I guess exciting's a good enough word for it. Scary. Pretty terrified. But she did tell us how to hopefully defeat Black Razor and bring Deep Seychelles back. And she seemed to be telling the truth, at least according to Meat. I have no idea.
What were you going to say, Galavar?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, so what's the game plan now?
Hmm. I guess.
Well, she seemed to have indicated that by defeating Black Razor, we will bring back Deep Seychelles.
Yeah, she did seem that. So, I guess the next step is to get with the MIP and see if they can help us defeat Black Razor, or if there's anyone we can take with us to help us defeat him.
Yeah.
Could send a message or something. I doubt they've made any progress, but who's to say?
So we can't defeat Black Razor if we are occupied with his army.
So my understanding is we just need to take Black Razor out of the ship, and then whoever happens to be holding on at the moment will potentially get transported with him to the shadow plane.
Can Liston transport? Who can go to the Shadow Plane? Is that Galavar?
We
No, can none of
have-
us?
If I find the proper focus in the form of a tuning fork, I can get us there. But
But you'd have to go there first, wouldn't you?
I've had very little luck finding really any tuning forks. 3 at this point.
I'm sure the MIP hoards them all.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, MIP
They
might,
might have the key.
that.
4.
They wanted information, and that's what we just got.
Yeah, so we should go back to MIP.
Maybe with this information it will spur them to action. Or cause them to want to research more.
Research
What?
has its place, but so does action. And every day we wait, I fear Black Razor is getting stronger.
I agree.
He's out there eating ocean life.
Yeah. Gathering more followers.
Probably in the middle of a weird undersea musical right now. True horrors.
We are kind of
All
limited
right.
on our travel options at the moment, though, aren't we not?
It's kind of decided though, right? We need to get to the MIP.
Well, I can, if we find some plant life, I can take us there.
If we plan on resting, I can just use one of these stones and get us there now. Wasn't sure if they were allowing you to use the tree yet.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't
right.
want to use the tree because that's a great way to get murked.
Yeah. Okay, let's teleport then.
Did we need to check in with anyone? I don't think so.
I mean, we didn't really talk to anyone in the city.
Yeah, we kind of just showed
She
up.
told us to leave Volrid alone, and I don't really want to piss off a god, so.
Alright, I'll reach into my bag, into one of my little side pouches, and find what I believe it was like a stone or something I had grabbed from the Standing Stones area, or is that?
Oh, is that the desert area?
Narok.
Yes. The Rock Desert.
Yeah, the right next to the MIP Citadel thing. And I will cast teleport on us.
Okay.
And I think I still need to roll. Oh, well, that doesn't help. Do you want to? Okay, I think that's good enough if I have a thing.
And with that, everything goes blank for a second, and then you are in the Honorok Desert. The wind is calm. The sun is high in the sky, beating down on you. It's a drastic difference from being soaking wet in near freezing temperature water to being in a dry, arid desert.
Just gonna prestidigitate us as we're walking in.
Probably good.
You all smell like high tide.
Probably kind of irony still.
As you walked in the direction that you remember going, you get that sensation that you're absolutely not supposed to be here. Every ounce of your being is telling you that you should turn back.
When do we ever listen? I don't know, guys. This doesn't feel right. What about you guys?
Well, I mean, what's the purpose of the magic?
It's
This
true.
place is dry and terrifying.
Yeah.
We keep going.
You push those thoughts to the side and continue on. And it is suddenly there's a large adamantine citadel in front of you that you somehow didn't notice before.
We go up and knock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stroll along.
You walk up,
Dong
you
dong.
knock on the side of the fortress, which seems to be completely made of one solid piece of metal. And as you do, you wait for a little while. A few minutes passes, a couple more. Then a impossibly straight seam shows up in the middle of the wall. It starts to part, leaving a 10-foot wide doorway for you to enter.
So this is same day, if I'm not mistaken. Since we left, so we're literally back.
Yeah,
Because
Is it?
I haven't. I used my teleport to take us from here, and I used it to get back. And I only have 2 teleports a day, so I'm pretty sure.
actually, it's been a couple days.
Oh,
You were last here on the 26th, and it is now the 28th. Oh, wait, it is not noon. It is actually pretty late.
did we? When did we?
I
when did
don't-
teleport. I thought it was.
Well, you teleported. Oh, wait, no.
I don't remember the last time we rested.
Think we've rested since we were here.
Yeah, it would have been 3 days without rest.
Did we? I could have swore we did have a rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
thought we did too, because I remember refreshing all of my stats and stuff.
We
You
did a
came
short
here.
rest in the what's it called? The volcano type area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was that short rest.
Okay, so you left here. You did some shopping in Neverwinter. You caught up with the guys at the Celestial Torchlight. You spent 2 days scribing scrolls. Liston scribed the water breathing scroll.
Yes, we did rest.
Then you teleported
Yes.
to Tenamar or to Marlowe's estuary.
But he teleported to Marlowe's estuary and he teleported to Umberly.
That's true.
So
Yep.
he did teleport twice.
Yep, that's where that is. Okay. So yeah, Therixa is standing inside, arms behind her back, looking very stoic and um, proud in her MIP, black MIP robes. She says, "You have returned. Have you learned anything?"
Of course we have.
Yes.
Follow me. So you enter the wall closes behind you. She takes you to a one of those conference rooms that you saw before. There's a little bit less activity as it is late.
Okay.
Into the room with a long table, and um, it's one of those like tables that's like really low to the ground with the cushions around the outside where you kneel down instead of sitting in chairs. She sets herself up, kneeling at the end of the table. So, what is it that you've discovered?
We've discovered that we may be able to kill and destroy Black Razor if we can separate it from the ship, which means we're going to need to fight Black Razor and get close enough to pull the sword from the ship.
Sounds dangerous.
It will be very dangerous. The Black Razor will transport whoever pulls it from the ship to the Shadow realm. And in that realm where Black Razor was created, Black Razor can be destroyed. But the longer Black Razor stays in the realm, the stronger Black Razor will get.
Where did you get this information from?
Umberly. We know she's not exactly a trustworthy god, nor a good person or god. But we believe she has her own reasons for wanting Black Razor destroyed. So in that case, we believe the information she gave us is correct.
No doubt, she's got skin in the game.
We need assistance.
You need a small army. We are working on procuring one. We found a society of Tritons that we are working with. Talks are coming along quite smoothly, but it may be some time still before they can mobilize.
Are they are they capable?
They are warriors. And really, we're not asking them to fight Black Razor, right?
No.
Mostly just his minions. We need them distracted so we can get close to Black Razor.
Right. And some Kuo-toa should be right up their alley then. Maybe the best thing to do at this point is to procure any other kind of advantage you can think of in the time that we have.
I'm sure I could find willing lizard folk to help us, but we're only adept at holding our breath, not breathing underwater.
How many people can you give your water-breathing magics to?
Well, both Liston and I have the spell, and it can be given to what, 10 willing creatures, and I can cast it multiple times. Does casting it at higher levels let you give it to more people? Doesn't really say, but
I don't.
think it does.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Mhm. Well, surely there is a shaman or two that could bolster the numbers that can be affected.
Can
I'll
you
have to
cast it
ask.
multiple times?
yes, it can be cast multiple times. But I would also want to have my spells for attacks as well.
Yes.
Um,
Surely.
how long? How long until you gather your army?
It might be a couple more days. We have to hope that Black Razor doesn't do anything rash in that time frame.
Kristen and I can make spell scrolls to cast on the army in that time period, so that we will be able to give it to as many people as possible without diluting our own spells.
I think
Or we could try buying some spell scrolls.
if I'm to rally lizard folk for this cause, it's not a simple matter to move an army over such a short time. I may need to find a small group of specialized folk for this kind of task.
True.
Luckily, there is a clan of highly trained assassins that are sympathetic to our cause.
That seems like it would be a good match.
I just need help to get back to the Marsh of Tralimber, and then I can find some willing candidates. Ooh.
Well,
Abjuration Vism.
should you like to bathe and sleep here for the night, you are welcome to, and we can get you rooms.
As late as it is, I think that would be a good idea. Unless I still have many high level spells if you would rather me take meat and we can go to the lizard folks so we can talk to them in the morning.
That may be best.
The rest of you can come with myself and meat or stay here for the night. Liston, it might not be a bad idea for you to go to the guild tomorrow and see if they have any that can help us. We did ask a little bit before we went to the city, but maybe Red and what's his name are done with their mission now.
I agree with that.
So who's going where? Meat and me are going to the lizards tonight. Who's coming with us? And who wants to go with Liston tomorrow?
I'll probably stick with Liston.
Okay.
I'll probably go with you guys.
All right. So Mimi and our girl are going to the lizards. Liston and Galavar are going to the guild tomorrow.
Specifically, the Vuthagix clan.
Okay. I mean, I was in all the cities, so I would know of a plant near the
Mhm.
Vuthagix clan.
Oh yeah, well I mean we went like straight to there because we had to go fight Rob
Right. Yeah.
My tongue went numb while I was saying that name.
Before we turn in, Therxia, do you happen to have any spare tuning forks to other planes that my friend could
Shadow plane.
have?
We do keep them on hand. What specifically? I'm guessing the plane of shadows, the Shadowfell.
Yeah, but I was also hoping for, maybe all the planes? If you had spares?
Maybe if you were a member.
I see.
But we will talk about that, but I can get you one for the Shadowfell.
That would be extremely helpful because we don't want just one person stuck in the Shadowfell with Black Razor by themselves. Once they pull Black Razor from the boat, we want to be able to teleport the rest of us to the Shadowfell to be able to defeat Black Razor.
I'll have to
She-
be the first one in.
She reaches down and she undoes a thing on her pouch, and she pulls out. She looks in there for a little while. She kind of pulls something out. It's like a straight. It's actually it appears to be a straight piece of really dark gray metal, but upon examination, it is smooth and rounded, but it actually kind of waves a bit, and depending on how you look at it, it almost looks like there's a mist inside of it that it almost looks somewhat transparent. Um, but as soon as you stop moving it, it just looks like a grayish, kind of cloudy gray piece of metal. And she says, she offers it up to you guys. This is the tuning fork that I have used to get to the Shadowfell. I have to admit, it's been a while since I used it.
I walk up and grab it.
And she
And
hands it to
say,
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that you can accomplish what you need to without having to go there.
It's unavoidable, most likely.
Yes. I do not see a way to avoid it.
Well, I guess we will find out.
I guess we will. All right, meet Argrel. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
I go up
do
to
it.
the tree in the middle because I can go out of it even if I can't come in it. And I cast my spell, my transport via plants, to a plant near the Volthagix village.
Okay.
And meet and Argrel and I go.
You walk through, and it's like walking through just a doorway with a small hallway, and you come out the other side of a tree, and you immediately step in some kind of swamp mud as you trudge away from the tree, stepping over its roots, and the portal closes behind you.
Is the
It
air still
is-
just swampy?
It's super swampy. Yeah, it goes from super dry to super moist air, and
Well, it's night. I don't have much use for my spells at this point, so I cast Water Walk, so we're not going in the water. We're just kind of on top of the mud.
Okay. Yeah, you cast your spell and you kind of just like up to the top.
Cool.
All three of you give me perception checks. Pretty good. Argrel, Manasa is in the middle of casting a spell, and Argrel, you know, uh, looks down to see you all bob up to on top of the muddy water. Meat, however, looks out and sees a couple of Vuthagix at the edge of your vision pop from behind a tree and peer at you and just kind of watch.
Yeah, I'd imagine Meat would probably be on the immediate lookout for him anyway. Meat would, I guess, just signal to them, just like a hand motion, just like everything's safe.
They nod like almost imperceptibly slowly with their completely jet black scales and jet black eyes. You can barely make it out, and one kind of scurries away off into the darkness toward as you kind of get your bearings to where you think the
Like the tribe
Vuthagigs
is.
live. Yeah.
All right, well, shall we make our way?
Yep.
Following Meat, because this is his area.
I've signaled them, so there should be no nasty surprises waiting for us.
As you get to the area where they live, things are very dark. They don't keep a lot of light. And somewhat surprises you, the three of you, when they kind of step into your dark vision field of view, and you see Noname with several guard escorts.
Ah, Noname.
It is good to see you.
What's doing?
Much better, thanks to you.
Good. I'm glad to see you doing so well. Good to see you, old friend.
Has he, does he
Yes.
still have the, like, more natural looking, like, arm and leg, or have those been now, like, tattooed?
It appears that they have actually been re-tattooed, yeah.
But they probably still look brighter because they haven't been exposed to the acid for so long. Didn't
Right.
the acid like almost blacken the skin of the Volthagix?
That's right. Yeah, they are a little bit shinier. He says, the dragon is well.
That's good to hear.
Ah,
Not too disruptive, I hope.
temperamental. Misses you, Argrel.
The dragon misses Argyle.
Yee.
He will not say, but it is known.
I come to you with a need for warriors, or the most skilled of the clan.
Of course. How many would you like? We can spare
How many-
20?
How many did you say you believe could get through my plants, transport via plants at a time? Didn't we say like 30?
Yeah.
We had a number. I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
I was sitting there the other day and I kind of like just kind of counted in my head like people running through. I think you could get about 20 people through.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with
That's 3 a second. That's more than 3 a second.
so I'm able to cast that 4 times. If we cast it to the day before, to near where we need to be, I could get 80 people.
Eh,
I don't know if we necessarily need that many. I'm just
No.
saying that's an option. Probably 20 would be good though.
because
Or,
the
well, I
tribes are
guess it would
still
be
recovering
17.
from like the original conflict, because like everybody came together, but there were still like losses and such.
Yeah.
That is
but
correct.
we
We
have
are
the 3 of
doing
us.
well to rebuild.
So I could fit 17 more with just one transport via planes.
Well, the Vuthagiks are adept at dispatching from a distance and without being seen, but if we need more brutish assistance, there's always the Varanus, and they are always willing to to do some damage, as it were. Although I don't think they would appreciate being underwater as much.
True.
They're more of a terrestrial clan.
The Varanus, slow but strong.
Yes. And
Good
they're
trading partners.
that they are. They're good in a open fight or one in the swamp, but not underwater. I think for that we would need Corrido. We may need to make another stop.
That is
But
doable. I mean, we can send the Vuthagiks from here. The 20 of them can walk through, and then we can go to the next place and go with them to wherever we need to go. Especially since we came tonight. So by tomorrow, I will have all 4 transports back.
yes.
And it will be several days before the MIP army is ready anyway.
Well, let's get to work then. Naname, bring your 20 finest warriors.
We will make it so. And they go off and they silently, he nods to his 2 guards and they run off into the distance. And it isn't very long before they come back with 20 Vuthagiks warriors who are outfitted for battle and have, food rations with them and ammunition.
I want to send them. Where are we all meeting up?
That is a good question.
I'm not
we
there,
did-
but
Yeah, we didn't
remember
establish.
water breathing can only work on 10 people, so our maximum number should be the amount we can cast water breathing on.
And that's one of the reasons why we're going to Corrido first, I believe, is because we also need to check if there's a shaman there that can help us bolster the amount of water breathing we can.
Or should I send them
Okay.
to Corrido? Or
Yes. I think things should be stable enough to where they know that the Vuthagiks aren't some kind of boogeyman anymore. They're actually like a defined tribe. I think the Varanus would be the only ones that might be kind of alarmed because they're always ready for a fight. So as long as you can send them to Corrido, I'll make sure that they go with the message that they're there.
the thing is, then I'm gonna have to send them to wherever we're meeting up with the army
that's
as
right.
well. It would be best if I sent them directly to. I'm actually thinking, what if we sent them directly to the guild? if we can find a way to send a message, or one of us can go with them to the guild, maybe? It would have to be our girl, almost.
You
Sorry.
got that bag of sending, right? You can send a message to Liston to be
But I
like,
already
hey, can you alert
used-
the guild so that we aren't accidentally invading them with assassins?
Didn't I already use the sending in the Ring of Sending? And I don't think it's been refreshed yet.
Oh,
I think you had 2 other spells in it, right? Or is that you have sending and something else?
Sending and locate object? Let's see. It's on.
man, logistics with magic is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Sending and locate object, yeah.
Okay, so I think it's actually good, right? Like, I don't remember the last time you used it, but it definitely wasn't in the last few days.
So it was Liston that sent the sending to the god?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I send a sending to who at the
Can
guild
send
would
it
be
to
the
the
best?
guild, yeah.
Yeah, who at the
Who's the front desk dude?
Corvash?
Korvash. Yeah.
Korvash, yeah, just
So I send a sending to Korvash, preparing for war, sending 20 lizard men to the guild. Is that okay? 22 words. And he can reply back with 20, right? Or 5.
Yep.
Okay. So that's
Says-
what I'm sending to him.
20. That is a fairly large number. I don't know if we have the room for those, but we will make do. Go ahead.
So, I do believe I still have one high-level spell
I have a
slot
feeling
left for
the
tonight.
gigs
so,
are not going to require much accommodation. They're
Yeah.
they're going to be in a building, and that's already going to be the weirdest thing to them. So they're probably going to want to sleep outside.
I do. They'll probably just camp in the courtyard or
We'll
something.
get there, find him dotted throughout the tree line, just like, oh, there you are. It was weird in that place.
All right. Yeah, I do have an 8-level spell left, so I will cast it. And I'm sending the Vuthagix to the guild.
Okay. Yeah, so
Give him
they
a primer just to let him know not to like start any shit.
Yeah. Tell the Vuthagix just chill. All right, just be
Yeah.
amongst yourselves. Don't.
they yeah, so you open up the portal and they run through.
Just imagining like a little skittering conga line of shadows.
Yeah. All right, and then I turn to Noname. Wasn't one of them, right? He's still here.
Nope, he stayed.
Yeah.
So Noname, is there a place we can rest for the night?
Would you like to stay? Yes, we can do that. Follow me.
Excellent.
He takes you to a nearby
Imagine they like kind of sleep in like just like dens,
Trees.
but not really like.
he takes
Yeah.
you to some water.
Okay.
And he dives in.
We have water walk. We can't do that.
Me tries to dive in anyway and just belly flops.
you just you kind of go in like a couple feet. You're like, poof, and then boing, back up to the top.
Well, I mean, water walk lasts how long? Certainly long enough we could just sleep on top of the water.
8 hours.
Oh, it's like a waterbed then, because isn't it like it's not a
Yeah.
solid surface? It's just like a
Yeah,
wing.
so like, and then you wake up by getting dunked. Poof, like
Oh, it only lasts an hour.
oh, it's only an hour.
It's only an hour.
Oh, I thought it was 8. Okay.
Actually, it might be gone by now then, because I
Yeah,
mean, it
we would've
probably
been
took
walking
about an
through the
hour. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you guys dive in after him.
Sure. I guess I cast water breathing on us again, because we probably might have worn off by now, or wouldn't want to take the chance at Warzef by the morning. We're
See-
used to sleeping in the water anyway.
You dive in after him, and he's kind of waiting down there, but it's like really hard to see because it's dark and also kind of swampy. And you swim through a little bit of a cavern, and then you kind of come back up, and you find yourself in a very, very earthy underground den of some kind.
Okay.
It is far from luxurious.
Well, we've definitely been worse. And we're probably exhausted. We dealt with a god today, a not very nice one. So, I think I just kind of lay down, put my pack under my head, and do my meditation, stare up at the ceiling.
Yep, you go into your trance. And Meat, you go to sleep there as well. Oh, he's muted. Okay, so going back to
Oh, fuck. I was coughing and I forgot that I muted myself. yeah, I figured Meat just kind of like he's comfortable in this environment and settles in pretty easily.
oh, and Argral, you're still there. Yep.
You can, you can go
follow-
cuddle with the dragon.
Yeah.
You,
you go.
You got your warm clothes, don't you? Or no, that's meat. Never mind.
That's
Yeah.
me. That's not me. That's me.
Yeah, this is the normal environment for Meat, so he's comfortable.
So
Everybody
you go
else is
visit,
probably just like, oh god, it's kind of hot and humid here.
you go visit the dragon then.
Yeah, I'll go visit Dragon.
It's sleeping at the time when you walk in.
Oh.
And it's kind of like completely splayed out with like its legs like hanging off to the side and one claw up and one claw down, and
I know just what to do. I'll like pull a snack out of my pocket, go over and just like hold it in front of its nose, just like
its snout just starts
Yeah.
like
Now, what kind of snack
There's
is
just the
this?
ASMR.
Because
I-
you
I-
would only have like veggie snacks, right? Unless you.
Well,
purpose-
our girl does keep some meat items on him, just for feeding other.
Oh, that's right. He
creatures
does
that
love
he-
feeding
animals,
meat.
so I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, for feeding
No,
meat.
meat doesn't get these snacks. Meat can get his own snacks.
Argyle has to swat away Meat every now and then whenever he's like, what you got in there?
It's just like jerky and stuff like that.
its
picked up from
its
places.
eyes like kind of flutter open as its tongue like goes like out and like wraps around it and like and takes it and chews on it, and then it looks up at you and its eyes get really wide and it like flips over onto its feet and it kind of like bounces a second and then it stands up really straight and high and says, "I see you've returned."
Yes, yeah, we are here temporarily or for the night.
That is fine, I suppose. I do have an itch, though. Command you to scratch it.
As you wish. Our girl will scratch the dragon.
Oh no.
It's like really enjoying it.
Our girl's got those big claws. The big meaty claws.
Just really works in there in the between the scales, you know. It's and yeah, so you and the dragon exchange a few words and end up curling up and going to sleep once again.
Cute.
Now would probably be a good time to break and put the girls to bed.
That's a good point. Let's reconvene at 35 after.
Excellent.
All right. See ya in a bit.
See you soon.
Yeah.
And we're back.
We are back.
We are back. Ah, yeah, Gulliver, are you back?
Yeah.
Cool. Meet our girl.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Just making sure. So, Liston and Galavar, what do you guys do?
Um.
Anything you wanted to do here at the Citadel? Moments
Leave.
after the door the door shuts.
No, not really. Listen, it was interesting though. The sea bitch, didn't exactly hate you. What's up with that?
Don't entirely know the motives and thoughts of others, nor what she knows, but I also thought it was interesting.
Well, that's all I have. At least we were able to get you your tuning fork. Maybe we could steal some more.
You know,
Ooh.
I was actually having the same thought myself.
Oh no.
Where are you?
Yeah. I mean,
They're syncing up.
you wanna do
Wander
some
around, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a problem.
I unfortunately don't have any.
Wait, she's
wait.
like, where? She left, didn't she? She's not
I
standing
assume we were
here.
in our room.
She's
when we were
standing
talking.
right next to you. So,
Fuck.
Wait,
That was
wait, I thought
no,
we were in our room.
that
Yeah,
was
they're
it.
just talking out loud about burglarizing the fucking Citadel right in front of her.
That was
I-
a joke. No, it wasn't.
I assume you were doing
Winks.
that out of earshot.
Well,
I would like to, assuming we go to our room, I would like to cast Pass Without Trace as a 3rd level spell
Okay.
on the both of us.
Yep. And then,
Let's
I didn't
wander.
take non-detection, but I should have invisibility. Yeah. I'll cast invisibility on myself.
You need like hand signs.
Yeah, I could. Wait, invisibility is concentration. Is C invisibility concentration? Let me see. Hold on. I need some. Where's my notes? Oh, okay.
How can I cast spells without notes?
I did take C invisibility. It's not concentration. At least I didn't mark it as concentration. So
It is not.
I'm going to cast C invisibility on myself and invisibility.
You can see yourself.
Nice.
I can see you too.
I cast invisibility first, so I know that it's working.
My hands can be seen by anything but themselves. Wait.
Yeah. So, yeah, and Galavar can see you still. But yeah. Otherwise, you're invisible, and you can see invisibility.
All right, we're gonna begin.
Have you ever cast see invisibility before?
Yeah. Like once or never. No more than
If you
once.
did before, you would, you can see into the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah, I did do it. When we were in the spider room.
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck that room.
Yeah, the spider room.
That was the
And
one time I used it.
yeah, the one with the blink spider nest or phase spider.
Yep.
You normally see things in the ethereal plane, even just small, wispy kind of creatures that move by or objects. You don't see anything in the ethereal plane where you're at right now.
Okay. So wait, did Galavar? Can he see me? Does he look like he's looking at me?
It does appear that Galavar can see you.
Okay.
Unless Galavar is trying to make it look like he can't see you.
Yeah, I pretend like, oh, where did he go? Even if my back's turned to him, I can still see him.
Yeah, go ahead and make a deception check and an and a insight. Yeah, there you go. Galavar doesn't appear to be able to see you.
I say, can you see me?
Without turning around, I'm like, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna start flipping him off to his face.
Are you doing the thing where you're just kind of like dancing around with both fingers, just like?
I grab his finger.
Oh!
Stop. We have to be serious. I don't know my way around this place.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. And we go snooping.
Yeah.
Go snooping.
We're
Okay.
gonna go specifically to somewhere that looks like a vault, if there is one.
Oh
Just
man.
kind of looking around, actually, like going to areas that,
Yeah, not necessarily looking like we're going to be doing anything crazy. Just kind of getting the lay of the land.
what's her name? Therixa? Therixa?
But
Rixa?
also
Yeah.
walking in a way that kind of blends in.
Yeah,
you know what I
kind of
mean?
going to places that she didn't show us.
Okay. So, as you kind of walk down, it's like you've got a hallway, and it's kind of where you're at. You went through the courtyard. So courtyard's big open area with pillar supports and a hallway that kind of goes under the underhang or the overhang, and you turn down a hallway, and that is where the rooms are that you got one of. You open the door and you look out, and you don't see anybody. You slip out of there. Do you go down back towards the courtyard, or do you go down the side hallway that kind of continues back farther? Um, yeah, like into the citadel.
I mean, my vote's side hallway. How about you?
We can go down the side hallway.
Okay.
So wait, is Galavar invisible too? I mean, I guess I wouldn't know because I can see invisible, but I was
Not right now.
Galavar is not invisible.
Or he's just
Um,
extra sneaky.
Just casually walking right now.
Yeah,
Because I put what's it called on both of us.
yeah, non-detection.
Pass
Or
without trace.
pass without trace. Not
Yeah.
So, as you're going down the hallway, you see somebody turn the corner up ahead and start heading towards you. Both of you give me a stealth check.
Okay. And I have advantage because I'm invisible, correct?
I have disadvantage, but it's still 28.
Okay. What do you have disadvantage?
I have 1 point of exhaustion from
Oh.
being cold.
So that's
Got it.
literally the highest I could roll. 32.
So plus 10 from your pass without trace, so that's 32. Now, you successfully evade this guard, but do you do it by going back the way you came and ducking around the corner, or do you duck into the a nearby room?
Shoot. I'll go back around the corner real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to test my see invisibility. I'm just going to stand
Oh.
completely still in the middle of the hallway.
Okay, so he's walking towards you.
Like directly at me, or
Directly at you, yeah. He turns the corner and he starts walking your direction. Galavar ducks back behind the other hallway. And you're just standing there as he walks towards you.
Yeah.
And he gets really close. Gets really close.
Like
He's about to run into you.
shift out of the way.
Kind of back up as he walks right by you.
Pivot.
And he continues down. He passes the hallway where Galavar ducked into and continues that way.
Gotcha. Alright, well, it looks like they all can't see invisibility like I can right now.
You're so special. As I walk up behind you. Try to continue down the hallway.
All right. You continue. You pass by. You kind of all these rooms. Have the similar appearance and kind of spacing that they are barracks, places to sleep, something like that. But as you continue and around the corner and make another couple turns, you find yourself in an area that is a bit more open. There's a lot of tables, scribing tables. You see maps. You see various gadgets and gizmos. Um, uh, some storage and things like that. And at least one obvious exit that's on the far side of the room.
Gotcha. We'll take a look at some of the gadgets and gizmos.
I want to go take a look at the next doorway.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a perception check at the door, Galavar.
This one is neither disadvantage or advantage. 27.
Okay. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
I want to use my nature's veil to turn myself invisible for a few seconds and look around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, so you open it.
Oh,
It's closed. Yeah.
okay. No, I don't open it. Instead, actually, wait. What is it made out of?
It looks like a very sturdy wood.
I'll use my ring of X-ray vision to look through the door.
Got it. Yeah, you look through on the other side and you kind of angle it both ways, and it seems to come to a hallway that splits off to the left and the right, and you don't see anybody on the other side.
Okay.
Listen, are you looking for anything specific?
No, I'm just kind of browsing and seeing if I can like inquire what any of the things do. Any of the gizmos and gadgets.
Yeah, a lot of them there's like a lot of just like mapping stuff. Not too much looks inherently like magical, but there are this whole place has this weird feel to it that is like it's a piece of limbo brought to the material plane where things just kind of float. There's like the desks themselves seem to have just implements that just kind of float around in the same spot, almost like invisible shelves that they're able to grab certain things and manipulate. Um, and there seems to be some like forensics type equipment, things used uh, to really get a good look at like an item. These like jeweler's tools and stuff like that. Um, there is a place that it looks like they store stuff.
Oh, a stuff store space.
They're like drawers. It's a bunch of
Gotcha.
drawers and cabinets.
Alright. Are they like regular drawers? They don't look like there's like a lock on them or anything.
They do appear to have locks on them.
Mm. I move over to Galavars, who's studying the door.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you have any lock picks?
Why?
There's a stuff drawer over here.
Can I go look in the drawer? Can I see into it?
How long does your X-ray vision ring last?
1 minute.
Okay, so you quickly run over there, and you look. There appears to be one kind of has a lot of scrolls. Not quite sure what is on them.
Mhm.
There's one that has looks like sacks of odds and ends. It's hard to kind of go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Oh no. 4.
Yeah, you're not really sure. It's some weird stuff that's in there.
Can he
Um,
describe it to me?
Yeah.
he only gets a quick look because he was looking
Okay.
down the hallway for a little bit. You walked over, asked him to come over there, and he runs over to look. Um, and the other two you didn't get a good look at because you didn't get over there quick enough.
So, I don't have anything to pick locks, but I do have some vials of toxic water that I got from the Vuthagix before we did that. I could just pour it in the lock.
Could. He could.
Hmm.
Curious how much of a mark you think that would leave, and see if I don't want there
Probably
to be
quite a bit.
any proof of sabotage.
Hmm.
Um, I might try something. And I'm gonna go out into the hallway and see if there's a guard or somebody just walking around.
You don't hear anything. Well, go ahead and make a perception check, actually. Pretty good. Um, you don't hear anything right away. You're pretty sure you're probably safe for now.
Gotcha. But if I were to look for someone,
You want to find someone.
I would like to find somebody.
Okay, do you continue down the hallway?
Yeah. Not to like,
So,
so like, I'm guessing I probably saw more people near like the entrance or like near the courtyard. So I'm gonna try to like head the opposite direction to see if I can find like a single guard, like by himself.
okay. Um, so you don't go back the way you came. You go a different way, the other way.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue down the side
Okay.
path.
As it would turn out, they appear to be walking somewhat coordinated path, kind of circling around the place because you see on the other side the guard is coming towards you.
Gotcha. So I am going to. Do I see any keys on him, or is it like?
Yeah, there's keys.
Okay. All right. So, um, I'm gonna like go back behind a corner so I don't just like appear in front of him, and I'm going to drop my invisibility, and I'm going to like round the corner so he sees me, and
Okay.
just walk up to him and say, "Hey, I'm a little lost. Where's the bathroom at?"
The privies, they're back that way. You pass them by quite a bit. I can escort you that way. Please
That would
follow
be
me this.
perfect. And step behind him, and as he's walking, I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Oh no.
But from behind him, um,
Roll me a dexterity check.
dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I get anything because I was behind him while it was happening, or?
Well, see, you have to speak the verbal components, the incantation for the spell.
True.
So he starts hearing you cast a spell behind him, and he whips around in the middle of your casting, and let's see. Give me a athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics? We will definitely do acrobatics.
All right.
So with alter memories, is that after I get the cast off?
Yes.
Okay.
And give me one more athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
So he lunges at you, and he goes to grab at your lapel, or the front of whatever you're wearing, and you were able to like sidestep him as he turns around and tries to snag you again, and he kind of yells, says, um, he yells out the word "alert," and then your suggestion goes off.
How loud was it?
Pretty loud.
You could say it's alarmingly loud.
But he is now under your suggestion. What do you tell him? Quick.
Give me your keys. You forgot this has happened. You don't know why you said alert. You think you saw a bug and you got scared. And I will use alter memories to make him think that.
Oh my god.
All right. He immediately he goes from like a fighting stance. He reaches down and he grabs his keys and he says, and then he just keeps walking. And what do you do?
I. How far away am I from where the room was with Galavar?
It was probably like 20 feet. You got to run like 20 feet and then around the corner and then down 30, 40 feet.
That's nothing. I'm actually gonna use alter self and make myself look like one of the robed MIPs.
Okay.
And then kind of like, hastily move towards the room where Galavar was.
Alter self, I think that just changes your appearance. I don't know if it changes any of your like clothes or anything like that.
Isn't that?
I don't think so, but I'm disguise self does.
When you cast ability, one of the following. You can.
Yeah, you change your height, weight, facial features, sound of voice, blah 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 blah.
Okay. Okay. So it's like more like physical.
Right. This actually changes your form. Disguise self just kind of puts you under an illusion. You can
Was
look at
he
like whatever you
also
want.
a Gith, or?
He was a Githzerai, yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna make myself into a Gith, at least.
Okay.
with and head that way.
So your head goes bald, and you get these longer, slightly longer, and greenish skin, longer ears, with these almost like liver spots, kind of looking things on you,
Gotcha. And I'm just
with
gonna.
a goatee beard that comes down like, um, it's like pretty much a Fu Manchu without the mustache part. So it's just like this.
Gotcha. So yeah, anytime I hear somebody coming, I'm gonna try to duck into like cover, and I should still have pass without a trace. I'm not invisible, so I don't have advantage.
So as you walk around the corner and you cast your spell, you hear some footsteps kind of coming up, toward him from the opposite direction, and they say, um, uh, something. You can't understand what he's saying, but there's kind of a I don't know, I don't know, and he goes, oh, I I and they're like, ha, ah, and they just kind of like, you hear them all walking off.
You get the context from the tone alone.
Yeah, bye. Oh yeah, it's a bye.
Eh.
Ah.
So I'm gonna wait for them to
Yeah,
go
you're
around
able to
the-
make it back to Galavar.
I okay.
I'll be like, Galvar, it's me. I'm a Gith right now. Galvar, is he still in the room? Can I look around?
I'm being quiet because I don't know if it's actually him or if Liston was caught.
You can still see invisibility.
Oh yeah, that
or,
is true.
or I mean,
I'm not invisible. I'm
oh,
just
that's right. You're
hiding.
not invisible. Make a stealth check, Galavar,
I don't know where he's hiding.
and make a perception check, Liston.
Oh my god.
30.
Can you beat a 43 with your 9?
I don't think
God damn,
there's
43?
any,
You have no idea where Galavar is.
Yeah, I don't think there's any possibility that I ever roll that high. There's no world.
Your voice hasn't changed at all, has it?
I don't know. Does it change like my vocal cords if I just?
If you want it to.
No, I wouldn't let it. Not even sure why.
Okay.
I'm just
So you
gonna.
still sound like Liston.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll come out since it sounds like Liston. Hey, buddy.
Wow, you were standing completely still. I didn't even see you. Yeah, there's a guard back there. He just gave me these, and I hold up the keys.
That is hard to believe.
I know. Anyways, I'm gonna like, uh, how many rows of keys are there? Is it like thousands, or is it like?
There's like a dozen keys on there.
Okay, so hey, you're pretty good with your hands, right? And I just hand him the keys and move over to the lock.
I mean, I just start trying out the keys.
Okay. Manasa, hold up a number of fingers between 1 and 12.
So yeah, get some toes in there.
Okay. Start rolling d12s, Galavar.
Okay. Let's see here. A 6.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay. 3.
Keep going.
8.
Okay, the third key you try, fits the locks, and you start to open it. Which one are you opening? The ones with the scrolls, or ones with the components, or one of the other two mystery
one?
cabinets?
Which one did Liston want me to look for first?
Not the scrolls, and you say it's just components.
It seems like spellcraft components.
It could. I mean, tuning forks could be those, but I'm so curious about what's in the other ones. uh, either the components or one of the other ones. I don't really care for the
Opponents
scrolls.
bored me. I'm gonna do one of the other ones.
Okay.
You open it up, and it is a bunch of. It is also scrolls, but these ones seem to be bigger. Are you going to start like looking through them, or are you going to move on to the next cabinet?
Can I like peek in and do I have to use identify to find out what a scroll is, or is there some other way I can figure
Uh,
out?
you might recognize it.
Yeah, I would like to just
If
look at just like the first big one I see and get an idea of what's in the drawer.
it is not a spell scroll, it is some
Oh.
kind of contract.
Oh, okay.
Can you read it?
Can I read it?
No, it's in Gith.
Oh. Uh.
It looks very legal, though.
I only have
Put it back.
tongues. Yeah, I'll put
You
it
don't
back.
need to know what that says. I
Like
open up the
basically
other one.
everybody uses the same kind of legal format. It's been passed down from the Hells, like specifically just they got the best thing going on, the most efficient, so they
Yeah. All right, I'll put it
You
back.
know.
it's like a really good like law school Avernus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No one better than
Of
the
course,
devils.
there would be a law school in Avernus. I knew it. I knew all the lawyers come from hell.
Aha! What's the other random cabinet?
So you open up the other one.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, both of you.
Okay.
23.
You start to move toward that, and you are pretty sure you hear footsteps heading to the room that you're in.
I turn to listen, and I say, we should probably continue on. Wait, are they coming from the way we came or coming from the other way?
The door that you looked through with your X-ray vision.
See if we can quickly lock up the one we opened,
Mm-hmm.
and then head out the other way, the
You,
one we don't think people are coming.
okay. Yeah, you run out that direction. And where do you go from there?
How far were we from our original room? We that like Manasa left us through.
A few 100 feet.
I would head back in that direction.
Okay.
Or which way
Are
did
you-
he say the privy was? I'm just gonna use that excuse again.
Yeah, it's in that direction.
Yeah.
You still look like a Gith.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. That's a little
Okay.
sus. I don't really need.
So, what's the game plan now? Are you still planning on going back, or?
I mean, I would like to go back, but if Galvar's had his fun, then I won't object.
No, I want to go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to push the buttons of this
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
to
me
be
too.
honest.
I do, honestly.
All right, make one more stealth check,
All right,
each of you.
come on, baby. Where? 1 second, my thing's lagging. 20.
How long does Pass Without a Trace last?
Let me take a
Isn't
look
it like
here.
an hour?
Up to 1 hour, yes.
Okay.
So we're probably
Um,
good. Probably only.
You're still good. You're still able to evade the guards. You end up back in that room. You think you only have a little bit of time left to look around for what you're going to look around for.
So if we can quickly open up this last one, or go to the components one.
You find a bunch of gemstones, in the last one. Gems, valuable objects, things like that. And you find the components one does have a bunch of arcane components, including sets of of uh, of tuning forks.
Look at Galabar.
Hmm. We
Uh,
deserve these.
I was
Oh my
going to
god.
say the same exact thing. Do I notice any like glyphs on them that would like indicate that they were like trapped or like marked by something?
Go ahead and make a
Investigation?
make an investigation.
We just need one set.
Just one set.
That is pretty good. You actually do find a glyph that is sitting underneath all of the spellcasting components.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to dispel it at 6th level.
6th level. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh god, that means it was higher equal.
Oh no.
Alright, let's go, let's go. That's something. I get a bonus because it was 6th level, or I don't remember how it works.
Yeah. So you did 6th level. So that is actually good enough.
Oh god.
The glyph like shimmers and vibrates a bit and then disappears.
Okay. I'm gonna grab one of the sets and quickly put it in the bag.
Okay.
And with our last bit of time, make our way back to the corridor we started with. Unless
Wait, is there
Galavar
like a
wants
quill or something on like a table or something just like non-important?
Yeah.
I take that.
Got it.
So
Just
It's
for
a nice
someone's
quill.
inconvenience. Yeah, okay.
we're gonna
Perfect.
lock up
Yeah.
that drawer again.
Okay.
And then make our way back to the room.
Oh my god.
And then cast. I'm all out of teleport, so I'm gonna have to cast teleportation circle. So we're gonna go to. Oh, message. Very
Wait,
quick
should
message.
we rest up first?
No.
Are we spending the night here?
We can rest up in Neverwinter. I don't want to be. I don't want them to.
I kind of want to be.
He doesn't want to
here,
be anywhere near there when they find out some shit's missing.
though. They don't know it's
I
us.
mean, we can. If you want to stay here, we can. I have a plan for that too, but you don't.
So
you don't want to leave yet.
I mean, we could if you're scared.
Oh, you son of a bitch! All right, I'm staying. I'm gonna put it in my bag of sending.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send a message to the individual and say, hey, incoming item. Hide it somewhere.
Got it. You get a reply in the affirmative.
With the bag of sending, whenever you send something through there, does it like if you throw it in the bag, does it maintain its relative velocity? So like they open the bag and just get smacked in the face by this thing flying out of it.
Oh, just a bag full of metal forks.
You're just like bag of sending heads up, and they open it. Poof,
Okay.
I don't. Josh might find out next time they see this person.
There's missing an eye. Like, oh, that's you.
Yeah,
Alright.
somebody could fix it. Then what do you do?
Then what do we do, Galavar? I mean, I've gotten everything I've wanted. I'm also curious. I wonder if they have. This is like list and thinking out loud. Is it like? Do you think they all just innately know where they're going when they enter another plane? Because you can appear in a pretty random location. You're able to, you know, dignify like a specific location up to a point, but I'm curious if they have some sort of map, some magical
Oh, they probably got maps.
navigation device that might help them navigate where they are at
Mhm.
their current point in time.
They probably have something like that in somewhere.
What do you
I mean, originally they go to the stone circles to get to the individual place, though, for the most part. So they're always near some sort of civilization.
do you well, what do you want to do now that we're here?
Maybe next time. I think we should probably get some rest. As much as I would love to.
What are you scared?
No.
Bok bok chicken
I-
bok bok?
I like-
Question mark.
I say that, but as he's talking, I'm already drawing the teleportation circle on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
You're like running out the
afraid?
door like, what are you scared, huh? Chicken, huh?
Real quick before we head to bed or whatnot, do the MIP have like an identification card type deal? When like do they have like IDs or
Like a badge.
how do the people other than like the robe know, like, say a guard's coming into the facility if they don't already know the person?
Good question. What do
Would
you
I
think?
know that?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's come up with something.
Oh, okay.
Like an ethereal badge that's just
Yeah. Well,
most people can't see it, but it's like glowing on their chest.
Ooh.
all right. I think that's
Yeah. It's
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
cool.
I don't know. They just seem to know.
Yeah.
There's a cool handshake that we don't know about.
Yeah. You mean you don't know about?
What? All right, so
All right.
I'm now
So you teleportation circle out.
going to waste a sending spell because, you know, Galavar had to lie to me the first time as to whether or not we're staying. I'll send a sending to the Neverwinter. Yeah, what is it, like the library or wherever we appear. The teleportation circle. Just let them know we're coming. And then
Okay.
draw my teleportation circle.
Got it.
Which it doesn't leave a trace, right? I believe it consumes everything in the spell.
Yeah, I don't know if it leaves just like because it consumes like the gems or whatever, but I don't know if it leaves like the teleportation circles drawing or if that burns away too.
I'm gonna mark off damn gems. I forgot about that.
Yeah, 50 GP.
I definitely
Alright.
have enough. I think I had like 5,000 last time I checked.
Yeah.
I have an amount that's
Um,
very real.
I don't know. What do we think? Does it leave any trace or does it all burn away?
Well, I thought it consumes the whole. Let me. Within the circle you draw remains open till. Oh. What just happened?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, did you go to
That was my fault. I was looking at something.
a string of magical runes? Yeah, the gems would have been in my bag of holding, not on me. The group
'Kay.
bag of holding.
Where do you go?
We're going to Neverwinter,
Going to Neverwinter.
but I just don't know about I believe the teleportation circle disappears.
Okay, got it. So it leaves no trace, and you you step into the teleportation circle and you come out at the House of Knowledge in Neverwinter, which is being guarded, and they see you and they seem to be a little on edge because it's late at night. But they see you and they recognize you and they kind of wave you through. All of the scribes and hustle and bustle of the library is pretty low at this moment, though.
As the teleportation finishes, I lean over. I'm like, "You're such a pansy."
I hold back my finger gun. Alright, and I guess we... I just imagine us walking out of the House of Knowledge and seeing, like 20 Vuthagiks just standing there, and we're just like, what the
Oh yeah, you guys wouldn't have been told about it. You have no fucking clue.
Well, this is in a different part of town than the guild hall.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because you
Darn.
have to walk a little ways before you
I was
get back
hoping
to the guild hall.
I was hoping they'd get some like pants shitting terror.
Well, that is where we would be heading anyway, so...
But you head there, and you hear a bit of commotion. Go ahead and both of you make perception checks.
22.
4.
Listen's just kind of strolling into the guild hall. Galifard, you kind of like look around and you see like one is just like lying in the grass, and there's a couple up in a tree, and one is on the roof. And as you enter in the door, you see we walk down the hallway toward the mess, and there are several like kind of going through the cupboards and just like eating stuff that they find.
Oh no.
There's a couple of dwarves sitting there, and they look like pretty drunk. It's just, and they're like, "Hey, they with you?"
I have no idea. Maybe.
I mean, Karash said that they were fine. I ain't ever seen them before.
Oh, you need to get out. Travel a little bit.
You get out.
I thought you were just telling him to leave.
He flicks his beard at you.
Oh, them's fighting words from a dwarf.
You gonna take that?
Huh.
Pansy?
Yeah, you gonna
He's just a dwarf.
you gonna take that beard action?
Is he what kind of? Is he a fighting dwarf?
Yeah, he looks like a fighter.
Yeah,
Both
no, I
of
think
them
I'm
do.
Okay.
So you go upstairs. You end up running into Korvash, and he looks a little flustered, but he's like, "Oh, this wasn't the best time, but I hope you have a good reason."
Yeah. We have a great reason. We have a
Well, they're in your rooms.
Ah, so we don't have beds. And I look at Liston.
I assume you'll figure out how to make do. And he
Sleep outside.
leaves.
Quickly to the tiny hut.
That's awesome. Do you camp out in
It's just a
the?
spinning hut like icon. Like,
Do you camp out in the lawn or something?
I would is the whole room just full of them? Or
Yeah,
like,
you open up both of your doors, and they're like curled up in all over the room, some are on the floor. Like there's one on one of your dressers, and it's like a couple like curled up on the bed.
Let's camp out on the roof of the Celestial Torchlight.
How do you
The
get up
roof.
there?
I'm gonna
Aren't you afraid
fly.
of heights?
I'm afraid of heights. I can fly.
How tall is the roof?
You teleport?
No.
Well, how tall is the roof?
Oh yeah.
40 feet, 35,
just-
somewhere around there.
I'll just ethereal step up there.
Got it. Listen, you pull out your spell book and you take the time to cast your tiny hut,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the hut is like at an angle on the slope of the roof. But you lay down, you get comfortable.
Just kind
Yeah.
of look through the hut at the stars as I fall
Probably
asleep.
one of the more comfortable nights that you've had in a little bit with everything that's been going on. No, I guess you guys slept up here for a couple nights before, but you fall asleep pretty readily. Couple hours into most of the night goes through, and Manasa, you get a sending
Okay.
from a very panicked sounding, oh crap, what was her name? Lagana.
Okay.
She says, Manasa, they're here. They've come. I don't know how much time we've got. We need your help. Black Razor is here at Marlowe's estuary.
Oh.
And that is where we're gonna end for the night.
Oh,
Hmm.
shit.
You cliffhanging bitch.
That's what I do.
Could have been sleeping in beds.
I mean, the dome's always cozy.
Yeah, the dome, it's climate controlled. It's more climate controlled than your room would be. It's
Interesting.
pretty badass third level spell.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
I got a fancy quill.
I got.
Nice.
Hey, this is it. The tuning forks are the groups. I think for all we've done, we do definitely deserve it.
So thanks for coming, everybody. I hope you had fun. It was a little weird with splitting up the parties and everybody kind of going their own way. Hopefully nobody got too bored.
I
But,
had a
no.
blast. I feel like I wanted to do more Enchanter Wizard stuff, and I feel like that was a perfect opportunity to do some Enchanter Wizard stuff.
I personally enjoyed the little fucking just side adventure of Liston and Galavar like gremlining through the fucking citadel. Just like
There would have been more, but I don't want to take up too
much.
much time with just the two of us there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You got your rewards.
It was funny.
And yeah, he rolled that one monk guard rolled really low to try to grab you. But yeah.
Roll for grab.
Anyway,
Got
Poopy.
Fun.
thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see. I should have. I'm pretty sure I have next Sunday off.
I do have Sunday off. I know.
I
Yeah.
will be available.
All right. Meeting our girl. You guys good?
Should be. Yeah.
Sweet.
Is
I
that
will
is that the weekend after our shot? Or is it?
Oh, is it? No, it's we're on the. Yeah, it is next week. No, nope, it's the weekend after. The 6th is when we're getting our vaccination.
Our
so,
second shot? So
Yeah.
we're gonna be out of it that.
That weekend, yeah, we're probably gonna be all fucked up.
You know what? That weekend.
I mean, not to say we won't be able to like do stuff, but just we might not be mentally fully present.
Gotcha. That's fine. We'll make do. I mean, if it's too much, we'll call it off.
Yeah.
So just but we'll see when we get there.
Yeah. Because
It's
it might not
it's
be as
3
bad
days
as we
after
think
the
it will
6th.
be, but we'll see.
It'll have been 3 days afterward, so
Yeah.
you might be feeling all right. Anyway, thanks guys. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Alright.
I'm very
Cool.
tired, and
You have work early tomorrow.
yeah, I do. Sorry for calling it a little early. Actually, it was earlier than I thought it was. I don't know what I did when I looked at the clock, but anyway, I still think that's a pretty good time to stop.
Yeah.
Good cliffhanger. Now I guess I got a week to think of a reply.
You and your
Yep.
cliffhanger. Always with the cliffhangers.
I try. Hey, it's tried and true method. Narrative method. Anyway, thanks guys.
Yeah.
I will
thank you.
see you all later.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think I'm gonna start rating with the 4 viewers that we have. I'm gonna start rating other D&D channels,
Do it.
and it's a good way to get noticed.
Yeah.
'Cause then other people will,
Start what now?
Rating. Basically, you bump all of your current watchers into another channel. You like forward them to a different Twitch stream.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Twitch is very interesting. There's a lot of things that I'm like, I have no freaking idea how it works half the time, but there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that are pretty cool
Uh,
and very unique to Twitch.
I still love that Iris bought the URL and owns the URL for twimsh.tv.
Twimsh, yeah, it's Wimsh.tv. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
Alright.
Twimsh.tv.
Have a good one, everyone.
See ya. Dude.
Bye. See you later.
See ya.
Toodles.
I was under the impression that you were the one leaving.
Hey, that was fun.
You hitting the hay? Yeah. that was good.
I'll be on for like 30 more minutes.
Hmm.
Live stream.
I wonder.